It's a beautiful art form which connects mind, body, and soul. International Yoga Day is a testament to the power of yoga as a transformative force in our lives. It is a day when we can set aside our differences, regardless of our nationality, religion, or background, and embrace the common thread. It is just not about a physical exercise and postures. However, it is a holistic practice and encompasses breathing technique, meditation, and mindfulness. And obviously, post COVID-19, we all have understood that this is something which is going to impact all of us in terms of our preventive and promotive healthcare. It gives us a sense of calm amid the chaos of our daily life. So we all, embrace this particular power of yoga in each one of us. On the special day, we remember yoga is not limited to the confines of a mat or a studio. It is a way of a life, a philosophy that encourages us to live with compassion, kindness, and gratitude. Hence, as we gather here, we celebrate this day with, listening from the well-known experts in the field of yoga, uh, who are going to tell us that why and how this is going to help us, and so that we all can align again with that bestows on us. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the participants who have joined us for this particular session on this webinar. And I would also like to extend my gratitude to the panelists who are present here to enlighten all of us towards power of yoga, embracing wellness, harmony, and inner balance. Your dedication and efforts are truly appreciated. May this International Day be a transformative and enlightening experience for all of us. And we all would be eager to hear from the experts who have joined us. Once again, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. And with this, I would like to introduce our panelists. So we have Professor Dr. K. Subramaniam, who is an ex-principal Vivekanand College from Madurai. He has held high positions across his career at both public and private sector organizations, and has also contributed for more than 200 articles in standard journals on philosophy, culture, religion, and education. He's been authored for more than 50 books. We also have a senior expert, Dr. Karuna. Dr. Karuna Nagarajan is trained in Carnatic and Hindustani classical music. She holds master degree in yoga and a doctoral degree in yoga and music therapy. She is the founder and director of Sorita Foundations, which conducts online courses on Indian music therapy. We also have expert Shri Vinay Sidhya. Shri Vinay Sidhya worked as principal engineer in leading MNCs such as Western Digital, SanDisk, Intel, and Wipro. He has dedicated his life to the spreading of science of yoga, and 12 plus years in IT industry. He's been an international certified yoga teacher. What we see is a cross-sectoral, things coming in. So yoga is just not limited to a healthcare or a patient or an individual, but it is a cross-sectoral that how we can lead this in a better way. We also have Dr. Manjunath Duriraj, who is a yoga philosopher, Ayurveda Pandit, yoga anatomy master, and psychologist. He is well versed in ancient scriptures of Ayurveda and yoga. He has explored an optimal approach to combine ancient knowledge and modern science. Currently positioned as Senior Associate Professor in Yoga Specialty Division at Isyasa Deemsdom University. We also have one more expert who has joined us today from a renowned institution from Shri Dr. Sandhya. So she's an NABH assessor and a lead auditor for yoga, former CEO of Shri Shri College of Ayurvedic Science and Research, Shri Shri University, Cuttack. She is presently working at Shri Shri Tattva Wellbeing Unit of Shri Veda Tattva Private Limited at Bangalore. This webinar is also being joined by many of our training institutions, students, teachers, and my colleagues from Healthcare Sector Skill Council. We wholeheartedly welcome all of you, and we would like to listen from the panelists what knowledge they would like to share with us. And during the end of the session, we'll have an open discussion where you can also put your questions on a chat box and we can take it with the experts. Here, I would like to stop myself and I would request my colleague, Dr. Neha Deep, to initiate the session on this webinar. Thank you so much. Dr. Neha, over to you.
Good morning, one and all. So we are going to start a panel discussion now. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are. You are audible.
Okay. So once again, good morning, everyone. Now we are going to start panel discussion. So first of all, I welcome all of you. And Professor K. Subramaniam ji, I want to ask you some questions related to yoga. So can you tell me what is the importance of breath in yoga exercises? I think that is not there. So can I ask Dr. Karuna about this? So Dr. Karuna, ma'am.
Subramaniam sir is there. He will be answering here. You can see him. Sir, please
Okay.
unmute, sir. He has to unmute.
Yeah. Sir, please unmute.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are.
Yes. I will try to say a few words.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Esteemed friends, the topic assigned to me is yoga is the key to unlock everything. There is God in us. There is truth in us. There is love in us. There is Atman in us. There is the highest gift of God in us. Everything is available very much deep within us. It's to be realized. The hidden self is to be realized. The locked up potentialities are to be unlocked. And what is the key? Yoga. Swami Vivekananda therefore says, each soul is potentially divine. We have divinity in us. And there are 4 ways to bring out that divinity, to unlock that potentiality, to realize that Brahman, to see that Atman, and to enjoy that Godhood. Is work. Number 2 is worship. Number 3 is psychic control. Number 4 is your wonderful philosophy. These 4 are the 4 yogas. All of us are a packet of 4 things. Number 1 is the body. The body is engaged in activity. Normally, the activity is for the selfish purpose. The activity is to take care of our own bodies. It seeks self-importance. Wherever I am, I want to be a VIP. Wherever I am, I want everybody to serve my body. This sense of self-importance is the sure way to conceal Brahman in us. Karma activity of the body is not for the selfish purposes, is not for seeking importance. It is for the service of the entire humanity, mankind. Not only, so the first key to unlock the divinity is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is nothing but service of others. Giving up the self-importance, giving up that so-called sensitivity, body-centered, egocentric nature. And if we do research with this body as the tool, we arrive at the truth, ultimate truth, that God is Yajnamurti. Yajna means service. Shiva does not live for the benefit of himself. Shiva does not do anything with self-importance. He gives up ego. He drinks poison. He lives for the welfare of mankind. Therefore, he is Paramatman. Therefore, he is Adiyogi. Therefore, he is Parabrahman. Therefore, he is God. So, to unlock the divinity, Karma Yoga is the first key. And that is through the activities of the body. Number two, in this body is the heart. Heart is the place of feelings. And the prime feeling in everyone, the essential feeling in everyone is love. We love ourselves. Instead of loving ourselves, the love should be towards others. If the love of the heart is purified, if it is devoid of ahankara, egoism, and sense of self-importance, that others should love me, I should not love anybody, we cannot realize Brahman. Therefore, the second tool to unlock divinity is love, pure love, noble love, egoless love, unselfish love, sacrificing love with a smile. Are capable of unlocking that divinity with pure love of others. If we make the investigation to know God with the heart as the tool, we will find God is love. The first realization is God is Yajnamurti. The second realization is God is Premamurti, Adi Shankara. He loves all, therefore he gives up his all. 3, we have in us buddhi, intellect, rationalism, investigating tendency, curiosity to know the truth, and vichakshana jnanam. And this buddhi is always again self-centered, egoistic. I am right, others are wrong, is the common man's attitude. I am VIP, others are idiots, common man's attitude. A divine person gives up that attitude of a very important person. He realizes Brahman, giving importance to everybody, and that is the ultimate truth. When we investigate with the help of the brain or intellect or buddhi or vichakshana jnanam, we arrive at the conclusion God is truth. Now, Karma Yoga is to realize that God is Yajnamurti. Purity of the heart, nobility of the love is to find out that God is Premamurti. And finally, the Jnana Yoga, the intellectual pursuit, the logical, methodical study is to come to the conclusion that God is truth. All the three can be established, all the three can be arrived at only when there is strong willpower in us. Prahlad has the strongest will to love Narayana and see Narayana everywhere. Anjaneya Swami has the strongest will to see Sri Ramachandra Prabhu everywhere and serve Sri Ramachandra Prabhu Karma Yoga. And we find Nachiketa, the great intellectual person, with the pursuit of the intellect, he is able to realize that Brahman, truth, God is a truth. And for all the three margas, Karma Yoga Marga, Bhakti Yoga Marga, and Jnana Yoga Marga, the determination is essential. That determination is willpower. That willpower is Dhruva, and Dhruva means determination. By the grace of God Almighty, let us be divinity within us. By the grace of God Almighty, let us be determined to unlock that divinity in us. By the grace of God Almighty, let us try to unlock that great truth in every one of us. Therefore, yoga is karma yoga to unlock the Yajnamurti. Yoga is bhakti marga to unlock that God in every one of us. And yoga is the jnana marga to unlock the truth latent in us, hidden in us. This in brief is the essentiality of yoga. Yoga is the only tool. Yoga is the only way to realize the Brahman, to enjoy the pure love, to enjoy the truth. Let us, by the grace of God Almighty, use yoga as a tool, as a means to be yogis. A yogi realizes the truth. A yogi is a person of pure love. A yogi is a person of paripurna seva. Jnanamurti, Satyamurti, Premamurti, Yajnamurti is Bhagavan, and that is the highest. Let us try to realize that Brahman. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for enlightening us about yoga. So now I would request Dr. Karuna ma'am. So Karuna ma'am, can you please tell us how can yoga be used as a tool to manage stress in such a stressful life these days?
Namaste to all. First of all, you asked me how this breath will help in calming down the mind.
Okay, ma'am.
So, as we slow down our breath, our mind also becomes calm and composed. Yoga is a means to be calm. Yoga is to calm down our mind. So, when we bring our breath to slow and rhythmic pattern, automatically our mind becomes calm and composed. So, breath is the bridge between your mind and body. So, when your breath is controlled, slow and rhythmic pattern, all the cells and organs of your body gets properly. You see, when you are very much stressed, your breathing pattern will be haphazard. So when your breath is slow and rhythmic, it also calms down your mind. That is why we say it's a bridge. So it also helps in developing the proper physic, as well as it helps to maintain the calmness of the mind, the breath. And we have pranayama to control the breath. So pranayama is two words. Prana is vital force, which is flowing in our body. Ayama is elongation. Prana ayama, which means to extend the time taken for inhalation and exhalation, which means to slow down your breath. So this is my answer for your first question.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It really explains.
You are on mute,
You
Neha.
are on mute, Dr. Neha.
You are not mute. Unmute yourself, please. Neha, unmute yourself.
Yeah. So, ma'am, the other thing I was asking is, so, it's a stressful life these days. So how can yoga and meditation control and, lowers our stressful life these days? How can we make it normal and happy life with yoga?
Okay, let me answer this question. According to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, everyone in this life, everyone in this world wants to be happy. Sukha prapti, dukkha nivrutti. Everyone wants to be happy. But what are the means to be happy? It is not the external sense objects, things which make us happy. It is the inner attitude, which we call it as intrapersonal attitude. So Patanjali prescribes these attitudes in one of his sutra. It is first chapter, 33rd sutra. Maitri karuna muditopekshanam sukha dukkha punya punya vishayanam bhavantyas chitta prasadanam. Chitta prasadanam means happy disposition. If a person in his day-to-day life wants to be happy, he has to follow 4 attitudes. What are those? First of all, Maitri. Maitri is friendly towards those who are happy. But human psychology is we tend to be friends with those who are not so happy. We want to make friends with those who are not happy. But make friends with those who are happy. And second, he says, Karuna, be compassionate towards those who are in distress. Have that empathetic attitude. And third one is, it is mudita. Mudita, be happy for those who are happy. Instead, human psychology is we become jealous if we see someone happy. And fourth one, he says, upeksha. Upeksha is non-judgmental attitude towards those who are wicked. We see someone wicked, what we should say, think, oh, this person has done lot of apunya. That's what this is the word used by Patanjali. They have done lot of papa. So, okay, let us discount them. Let us just ignore the wicked in them. Let us discount the wickedness in that person. So these are the 4 attitudes. If we follow in our day-to-day life, we can be happy. We can throw out our stress, because each and every day we have to deal with others. Every time we have to deal with people around us. But when we have these 4 attitudes, we can deal with people properly, which brings that ananda. That is when you have that intrapersonal attitude properly, that your interpersonal relationship with others will be proper. So intrapersonal attitude and interpersonal relationship is is connected. Where you have proper interpersonal relationship with others, automatically you will be happy. You will not quarrel with others, and this is what happens. And if you see in corporate, especially in one of the course which TCS gives, they actually takes 3 years to train people. There are many courses for this. The first one is they teach in those courses how to have a proper relationship with the subordinates, how to have proper relationship with the immediate colleagues, and how to have proper relationship with the superiors. So these 3 things are very important for us to be happy. And also in the house, in our day-to-day relationship, how to be happy with maintaining proper intrapersonal awareness and have a good relationship. And apart from this, yoga prescribes 2 other attitudes. You should know that nothing in this world is permanent. Everything is subject to change. Our body is continuously changing. Things are continuously changing. Everything is subject to change. So this is Anitya Bhavana. And another thing is, you have to know that which is Sakshi Bhavana. You should be a witness not get emotionally involved. Please underline this, emotionally involved in anything in this life. Let me give you a small story. Just take 2 minutes. There was one guy who had a beautiful house. And his house was a talk of the town. And everyone used to come and ask, hey, why don't you sell this house to me? But he would say, no, I'm not going to sell this house. And once what happened is he had gone outside somewhere. And when he came back, his house was burning. And everyone were looking outside, and they had called for fire engine, and it was on the way. And they were helplessly looking at the house burning. And what happened was he had 3 sons. The first son came to his father. Father started crying as if his heart was broken, and his tears came his tears rolled out on his cheeks, and he was helplessly looking at that house burning. And the first son comes and says, Father, don't cry. When you were not there, I sold this house. So this is not our house, Father. Oh, really? It's not our house? Whatever tears had rolled down on the cheeks, rolled back. He started just witnessing the house. And second son came within 2-3 minutes. And he said, Father, he has sold the house, but the sale deed is not yet registered. Still it is our house, Father. He said, oh my God, still it is my house. Oh, my house, beautiful. He started crying. So second person. And the third son was there. So third son came within another 2-3 minutes, and he said, Father, I spoke to the person who bought this house. He said, come what may, I will buy that house. I have given my word. So don't worry. I have bought this house. So don't worry. Then he says, this is not our house. So don't worry, Father. So again, he stopped crying. Now, what was the understanding? What was the takeaway from the story? So when he had that attitude, hey, my house, my beautiful house, hey, it's mine, mine. When he had that ego, he got the tears. He was emotionally involved. Actually, in our life, do we own anything at all? Nothing we own in this. We say, my property, my house, my husband. After this body is gone, what is my property? On the paper, other's name will come. That's all. That is all my property it is. We don't own anything. We are just tenants in this life. Please understand, this is only that Sakshi Bhavana will actually keep us not getting emotionally involved, where we see everything as a witness. We see our own life as drama, our own life as movie. So this is the answer for your questions, Neha. So
thank you. Ma'am, really thankful. Really thankful. It was such a, a nicely framed story. And I would like to ask Dr. So my question is, what is yoga according to you?
My pranams, first of all, to Subramaniam sir, Karuna madam, Manjunath sir, Vinay ji, the HSSC team, and to everyone who has joined this program. Thank you for giving us the platform to speak. And so aptly said, Karuna madam and Subramaniam sir. So nicely you have shared your thoughts on yoga. I'm delighted to hear that. The question asked to me is, what is yoga according to me? Right, Neha ji?
Ma'am, what is yoga according to you?
So, yoga and yoga, there's a difference we all know. So, like a flower bud, human life, it also has a potential to blossom and to blossom fully. So that blossoming of the human potential to the fullest is yoga. Now, also, I would say that yoga is like an ocean. One can experience what they want. You can go to the ocean and just be settled there and feel the breeze coming to you, the superficial level. What do you feel? The calmness, the breeze, you admire the nature, whatever. Till that point, you can enjoy, in the nature part of the yoga, the connection with the nature. If you go a little into the depth, you can play with the water. You can have enjoyment with the water. You can feel oneness with the water, just to be with it. You go a little more in depth, you can start surfing in water. People can get something more and more. People get more interested the more they go into the depth. More into the depth. So the interest takes you taking insight. So it depends on you on which level you are enjoying that. In which level you are getting more connected. You can get the gems out of the yoga. You can get everything out of the yoga. So that is the key, basically the key to unlock the power, to connect with the consciousness. That the only key to connect with the consciousness for realization of God, for realization of the self, and for the realization of the inner eternity. To get that connection where everything then starts flowing through you, you become an instrument. That becomes the yoga way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sandhya ma'am. We'll definitely come back to you for other questions. Now I would like to ask Dr. Manjunath. Sir, please unmute.
Yeah, I'm on mute. No, no.
Can you
Am I audible?
tell us what are... Yeah. Sir, we want to know that what are the key benefits of yoga?
What are the
benefits of yoga? What is the benefits of practicing yoga in day-to-day life?
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. Thank you very much. All of you, all the dignitaries here, Professor Subramaniam ji, then Dr. Karuna ji, and Dr. Sandhya ji, and all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Neha ji for giving this opportunity in this HSSC. Wonderful. Let us begin with a small prayer. I just want to start. Jayati Parashara Sunuhu Satyavati Hridaya Nandano Vyasaha Yasya Asya Kamalagalitam Vangmayam Amritam Jagat Privat. Om. It's a wonderful topic here that we are all discussing, the how to unlock the yoga, how to unlock this yoga. And particular question asked to me is what are the key benefits in day-to-day life? Yes, day-to-day life, our life is a combination of Sharira, Indriya, Sattva and Atma. We have to nourish all these four. Please let us know this. This is a concept from Ayurveda, where a life is formed only when these four concepts are Sanyoga. Sharirendriya Sattvatma Sanyoga iti Ayuhu. That's a beautiful way. So we have to nourish this body, nourish this sense organs, nourish this mind, and nourish the soul. So we have different ways of nourishing all these four concepts, which are part and parcel of this life. And yoga is the most important tool which unites all these together. Sanyoga iti Ayuhu. That's why that Sanyoga, the word, is there in that Ayurveda shloka. Sharirendriya Sattvatma Sanyoga Dhari Jivitam Nityagascha Paryaya Ayuruchyate. So without the yoga, these four cannot make it a life, lively life. There is a life means we have these four combinations. And we have to nurture and nourish all these four. Sharira is nourished through all the food. Definitely. We need food for the stomach to nourish this body. Indriyas, definitely all the Indriyas are nourished now. Now we are nourishing our Shravanendriya because you are all listening to my words and the words of Subramaniam ji, that which is nectar-like words. Yeah, so this is Indriya which is being nourished. Manas, the mind, to make all of you to join here. Oh, what made you to join here? All these 50 plus people joining here. That means you are predetermined. You had the determination to join this meet. Oh, that is what is nourishing the mind. Nourishing the Atma, that is where yoga comes into picture. Prasade sarvadukkanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso hi ashuhu buddhihi paryavatishthate. This is the beautiful shloka from Bhagavad Gita. How it is going to nourish Atma? We can nourish Sharira, Indriyas, mind. Yes, whatever the mind demands, we try to meet that demand. But how do you nourish this Atma? Oh, that is only way is as told by our Subramaniam ji, that is yoga. The yoga is the tool, yoga is the concept, that which is going to benefit the soul. The soul in human form only. Yes, the souls are there in different forms. There are 84 lakhs of species on this earth. Is it not? In Kannada, we have a beautiful song here. Yesu Kayangala Kaladu 84 laksha Jiva Rashi Dati Banda E Sharira. This body has crossed 83,99,999 species. To have this body, we need to utilize this. The way how to utilize and nourish is through yoga. That is the only benefit. Yoga is the benefit. What we are trying to achieve in this body. That is what, as our Subramaniam ji said, each soul is potentially divine. That's Swami Vivekananda's statement. And the divinity has to manifest within. That is what is the journey we are all doing. We are all trying to unfold the power of yoga here. This is what is the power of yoga, how we are unfolding it. That is what Kathopanishad says. Kathopanishad says that Uttishtata Jagrata Prapya Varanni Bodhata. That's what Swami Vivekananda said this. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. But Swami Vivekananda ji also took that statement from Kathopanishad only. Prapya Varanni Bodhata, Churasya Dhara. It is like a razor edge, walking on a razor edge. Churasya Dhara. Nishita, everywhere pitch dark. We don't know what is there in front. Duratyaya, it is very tough path. Durgam pataha tat kavayo vadanti. The knowledge people, they say that it is Durgama. But we have to walk on that tough path to make it easy, all the yogis. This is what is the most important thing to unfold. That is the main benefit of yoga, is to reach the prema. That is what our Subramaniam ji said, love of God. Yes, because we know that nothing is in our hand in this world. We already got proved by Corona. Nothing is in our hand, but still we have to wash our hand very frequently. Oh, what a beautiful statement. There is nothing in our hand, but still we have to wash it very frequently. One statement is very physical, another statement is spiritual there. So beautifully we need to follow this and take the benefit of yoga. Benefit of yoga is for human being only. Irrespective of caste, creed, country, religion, anything. If you are a human being, you are supposed to explore yoga. As our Karanaji said, Maitri, Karuna, Mudito, Upekshanam, Sukadukka, Punya Vishayanam, Bhavanatas Chitta Prasadanam. Chitta Prasadana, how Atma, how it is going to become nourished or it is going to get the benefit. The same thing is told even in Ayurveda to explain the health of an individual. That is what it says. Samadoshaha samadhitya samadhatumala prasanna atma indriya manaha. How to make it atma prasanna? That answer is there in Bhagavad Gita. Prasade sarvadukkanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetasohi ashuhu. How does the chetana become prasanna? The question asked in Ayurveda, that is, we have to pose the question. It is a question. How to make Atma Prasanna? Only through yoga. This is what we are. We are all trying to do that now. Yes, by our Shravanendriya. You are all concentratingly listening to my words, which is coming from my heart. Yes, nothing. We don't prepare only. As I told Nehaji earlier, he asked, sir, please give the questions. I said, no question. Whatever the questions people have, instantly, immediately, whatever comes from our heart, that will be the real answer. Because we have crossed the 20, I have crossed 23 years in my teaching. So what is the total benefit? And Subramaniam ji, he has spent his all this life in teaching this, the concept of yoga. And he is still our advisor to the chancellor there. So that load of experience, the load of teaching experience, what all we have, every speaker here. So that will be carried here. That is what is yoga. What comes to your mind at this instant time? Oh, that is what is yoga benefit, and we are all having. This is the day-to-day benefit. Day-to-day benefit starts from early morning. When you get up from Suprabhatam, Karagre, Vasate, Lakshmi, when you say, we try to extract that benefit of yoga. Yoga is not just moving your hands and feet. Yoga is not just closing your eyes and meditating. It is all the combination of each and every action in our life. Oh, that is going to become yoga when food is offered to God. Yeah, these are all activities. If we eat just the food just like that, it becomes just a food. But when it is offered to God, it becomes prasadam. The concept itself is divine. So that's why each soul is potentially divine, but the divinity has to manifest within. This is the beautiful statement. Every walk of our life is benefit of yoga only. But we may not realize it. We think that, oh, all credit must be given to us. मैं कर रहा हूं सब कुछ. That's what as Karuna ji said. Yeah, मैं, मेरा, all this, it's going to block you. When you say, Naham karta, Hari karta, Tatruja sarvaja kilam, Tathapi matkruta puja, Tvat prasadena na anyatha. It's all your mercy that you are making me to do all these things. Every walk of our life, every action. That's what we say in the morning, in the Pratha Stotra. Pratah prabriti sayantam, sayadi prataram tataha, yat karomi jagannatha, tatastu tava pujanam. Oh, that becomes yoga there. Your walk becomes yoga. Your talk becomes yoga. And all your activities will be yogic. When you are tuned to the Supreme, when your mind is tuned to the Supreme, when your mind is always in the gratitude state, yes, whatever we enjoy in this world, it is by His gratitude only. If we don't show this gratitude, then whatever we earn and learn, everything becomes zero. It's all because of the gratitude. And gratitude comes through yoga only. That's what Maitri Karuna Mudita Upeksha. So beautiful. Whether it is Sukha or Dukkha. Oh, both. Both are yoga. Even Sukha is a yoga, Dukkha is also a yoga. Sukhasyanantaram Dukkam, Dukkasyanantaram Sukham, Chakravat Parivartate, Sukhanicha, Dukkanicha, Mahabharata. What a beautiful way. Oh, this is a wonderful point here. I am definitely enjoying. What a way to enlighten, listen to the enlightening words from everyone. What a beautiful yoga this is. We still want to know what are the benefits further. We are through that benefits and we are all enjoying that benefit. Hope all of you are enjoying. Thank you very much for these small words. If you have any questions, please. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Vinay Sidhyaji. Please unmute yourself. Yes. Sir, I would like to ask, how do you relate yoga and meditation? Are they same? Are they different? How should we practice both? Or one person should practice only one or both in a day? How do you relate these two things, sir?
All right. So very nice question. First of all, I just like to thank all the stalwarts here because Dr. Karuna ma'am, Professor KS, Dr. Manjunath sir, and Sandhya ji. I think when I come last after all these people talking, I think I will have to think what to say because they have pretty much covered the whole depth of yoga from all different perspectives, I would say. From Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and to Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upekshanam, everything is covered. So I'll have to really think what extra to add now. I'll make a small attempt from my knowledge to add a few things here. First of all, let us understand this concept of unlocking the power of yoga itself. See, because if you go by the definitions of yoga, So we all know the popular definition where we say yoga is chitta vritti nirodha, we say it's all about calming your mind. And also we talk about yoga is a union of your body, mind and soul. That's where beautifully Dr. Manjunath ji also brought out. So if you look at these concepts, all that we are essentially saying is yoga is all about doing an action and being with the action. That's all it is. It can be anything you do. As long as you're mindfully 100% being with that, that's the yoga right there. So, but if you go by this definition, we can say that you don't have to go to yoga class for practicing yoga at all. It's not required. Because you can do yoga everywhere. As I think Dr. Manjunath sir also beautifully mentioned this. You can do yoga in everything that you do. So if that is exactly what is yoga, so what is the purpose of going to these centers which are nowadays commercialized? The whole objective is to unlock the power of yoga itself. So the whole idea we are going to these places is to understand how to apply these concepts into our lifestyle. And that's extremely important. Okay, it's about application of this. Application starts with having a routine. Because a lot of times nowadays, I see a lot of youngsters in the conversations here, because I think some Tech Mahindra Foundation, a lot of youngsters here. And nowadays, youngsters, the one thing which they shy away from is having a routine. They say, no, routine is boring. I don't want routine. Let us have all this variability in our life. And this variability is what disturbs the mind. Because when we talk about chitta is constantly in flux, right? That is because of this, constantly we are doing an activity which nothing is unplanned. We are like erratically going one to other. And now the whole purpose of yoga is to calm the mind. And nowadays, coming to your question, right? We started using this yoga and meditation as a synonymous word. But if you look at the real purpose of yoga, meditation is part of yoga itself. Because if you start focusing on practicing yoga, then meditation is a byproduct of yoga itself. It happens by itself. You don't have to do. Nowadays, again, I know where this question is coming from. Nowadays, a lot of times people say, I want 10 minutes to practice meditation. And we say 10 minutes is required to prepare you. Even if you can do, it's great. Because forget about attaining the state of meditation. Fine. So there's a lot of preparatory stage required in order for us to even meditate. And those preparatory stages comes in our lifestyle itself. As already beautifully the other people have mentioned, the lifestyle that we follow, what is the routine that we do? As already many have mentioned about the food we eat, ahara, vihara, and that's what exactly in Sri Krishna Bhagavad Gita says in Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapna vabhodasya yogo bhavati dukkha. We need to have a balance in ahara, vihara, activities that we do, and even in our sleep. And all these becomes a preparation for us now. And how do we control that mind now? So once these preparations are well in place, then we can just go to a stage where we can meditate. Otherwise, meditation becomes a distant dream. Because we think we are meditating, but probably we are just trying to sit quietly, sit still, and making all the effort required to do something which should be an effortless practice. Okay, so the whole purpose is to, first of all, let us not say yoga and meditation in two different ways. Let us say meditation is part of yoga itself. And having said that, to do that meditation, then we need a lot of preparation required, which comes from our own lifestyle. It's how we lead our life. From there, the entire preparation starts to get to that highest stage. All right, I think.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now, any questions from the participant sides? Anybody, any questions from these experts they can ask? Yes, please.
Thank you. Presenting Majbo School of Human Skill Development from Kolkata. And I am myself a geriatrician and practicing geriatrics medicine in Kolkata. And all of the speakers already explained beautifully about the significance of yoga. And I have seen in my practice and through our organization Majbo that many of elder people are feeling better after doing yoga, yoga therapy, and we have conducted the yoga therapy at their home also. And we, along with the 20 members of our this school and the mother organization Majbo. So thanks to HHSC for organizing this beautiful webinar just before International Yoga Day. And this year, the theme of the Yoga Day is One Earth, One Family, and One Future. And you have actually created that by joining us from the different corner of the country. And that's make the one family and one earth and one future. So thanks to everyone. And I have one question as the yoga expertise are there. So if there are, there are multiple complications in the elderly age group, and yoga is applicable for all elderly, or there is some restriction of doing different form of yoga for the different elderly people. So this is one question from myself or ourselves. Thank you.
Oh, it's directed to whom? Any question, any specific panelist here to answer to this or what?
So yoga for geriatrics, you are asking about. So what I can suggest here, we have this Sukshma Vyayama, like moving the subtle joints, and also we can go in for Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, and also music also is a yoga, you must be knowing this. Listening to music and changing their innermost attitude and touching, as our Dr. Manjunath sir told very nicely, that union between the Jivatma with the Paramatma, union with the Supreme Lord happens through music. So that is what is yoga. So this Sukshma Vyayama, moving the subtle joints for especially geriatric, knowing what is their problem will definitely help. And also certain pranayama like Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, which brings a balance between parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. So this also helps a lot. And most important is counseling, holding their hand and counseling and listening to the music, listening to their problems is what is very important for geriatric problems. So over to Manjunath sir.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, thank you, Sarji, for asking. You are a practicing geriatrician, is it?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So, as our Karunaji said, music is very close for geriatrics, patients with age. So don't make them to do many asanas there. So we have to calm down their muscles, mind, and try to nourish the soul. Nourishing the soul, as I told you, music is the most important. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Vedanam Samavedosmi. He did not mention Rigveda, or Yajurveda, or Atharva Veda. He says Samaveda. Samaveda is the root for all music. Whether it is Indian or Western, the music gets originated from Samaveda. So Samaveda, that is what is the music therapy, which is going to soothe and bring yoga in all aged people. This is what my suggestion. Make them listen, make them undergo music therapy, whatever it is, individualized. It's like tailor-made. So whatever is the need from the individual, we need to pick it up. As a geriatrician, I'm telling, you have to diagnose what is lacking them or what is the need for them. Try to find out in pranayama with less movement, like as she told Karunaji, that is Sukshma Vyayama, which doesn't need many strenuous physical effort there to do. And pranayama and calming the mind. This is how, along with the music, definitely it will help them, aged people, than the young people. Young people need all these rigorous strain, stress, everything to make it perfectly aligned there. So this is my.
Thanks, sir. Just another question is, you obviously know that the geriatric people are suffering from Parkinson's or movement disorder like different diseases. So yoga, it helps in that case also, and in case of bedridden patient,
Exactly.
Our some of the significant portion of the geriatric patients are in the bedridden patient. So
Yes,
how yoga help in these sort of patients?
as an Ayurveda doctor, definitely I would like to say this: how to handle this neurological patients, patients with neurological disorders. Parkinson is also one of the important disorder where aged people they will suffer from. But I will tell you the chanting. The most important chanting is Vishnu Sahasranama chanting perfectly without any mistake. This is my advice and my guru's advice also. He will say the same thing. Because Charaka, one of the greatest physician the world has ever seen, he says that Vishnu Sahasramurdhanam Characharapatim Vibhum Stuvan Nama Sahasrena Jwaran Sarvan Vyapohati. Not only Jwara, from fever to cancer, anything and everything. But the beauty of Sanskrita is that when you chant Vishnu Sahasranama, which is composed in Anushtup Chandas, the letters which are going to touch the tongue, which is going to touch the different parts of the oral cavity, is going to bring a lot of stimulus and motivation to the nervous system. That is where Vishnu Sahasranama chanting. Like you should not say Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. No, Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. That is where Mahaprana comes into picture there. Many people, they don't give much importance to this. Otherwise, how it will affect? That prana in you must go perfectly to spell Mahaprana. Many people don't have prana only, that's why they can't pronounce properly. So this pronunciation is going to make it. I'll just give an example how Mahaprana pronouncing is going to make it so beauty to listen to the chanting. Brahma Dadhi Bhava Bhu Brut Bhuri Bhu Bhasabhe Vidana Vibhu Vibha Shubha Rubu Sibho Vibhupihi Tahatsingha Sakyaviryagitambe. This is a Narasimha Stotra. When I'm chanting, you feel that as if Narasimha has already entered. Those are the letters, that Bhakara, which is frequently there in this loka, which is going to make all your nervous system to get activated. So my advice is to those Parkinson people to pronounce and chant more Mahaprana shlokas. Only a Sanskrit language expert can pick up all these shlokas from different parts of this literature and make it as a therapy to those Parkinson patients. In addition to their medication, yoga and chanting as a therapy, definitely this is going to help them. Thank you.
Adding to Dr. Manjunath's talk, what I would suggest is, see, this Vishnu Sahasranama is composed in Anushtup Chandas. So Anushtup Chandas is one of the horse of the Lord, Sun Lord. So when you chant that, you will get the power of the horse power in that rhythm, particular rhythm. So that is why Anushtup Chandas. Chandas is a rhythmic pattern of chanting the mantra. So when you chant in the Anushtup Chandas, you will get that horse power, which is Anushtup, the Lord's horse power you will get. And one more thing, Parkinson's disease comes from the wrong mental attitude of people where they want to control, desire to control. We have to know that nothing in this world can be controlled. So we should, the innermost attitude has to be changed. Nothing can be controlled. Everything we should flow in we should trust the flow of life, and we have to flow in that rhythm of whatever the life flows. So that we should understand, and that should be counseled to the, this aspect should be done with the counseling part. So this is one of the important aspect.
Beautiful. Even Ramayana is composed in Anushtup Chandas. Vishnu Sahasranama in Anushtup. Most of the easiest way of forming any shloka is Anushtup Chandas, easy. So that is how most of the wonderful shlokas, they are all in Anushtup Chandas.
Bhagavad Gita also.
Thanks, sir, both sir and madam, for beautiful explanation. Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Neha ji,
Thank
any other question? Neha ji, you can just take it up.
It was an honor, sir, to all of you to have in this panel discussion. So I would like to say my thanks to all of you on behalf of HSSC. Thank you so much, everyone.
Namaste, all. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. My pranams to all.
Is there a question from someone?
Yeah, I had one question, but I think, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes,
probably
yes,
you can
please.
just ask if
Yes, yes, yes.
You can ask. You
Yeah,
can ask.
actually, it was the discussion was going about karma yoga, and everyone know that Rama is very well known for his duty to others. He has done a lot, but then when it comes to this topic, even there's another question wherein his personal life, wherein his wife was all into this all struggling phase, his children. So are we doing the wrong thing, or can we say that he was doing wrong with his own kids or his own life, just like looking after the others, kind of? So this kind of very tricky question, if at all I get. I don't understand how to answer this question, so if anyone could answer.
Okay. This is Komal ji asking.
Yeah,
question.
Komal.
Komal. Yeah. You asked a specific question that Rama did very injustice to his own family. Is that?
Actually, can't say injustice, but there are people, where they raise this question. And
Yes. See, just first of all, to tell you our scriptures, I would like to tell you that these are not just characters. They are all, it is psychological, beauty of psychology is there involved in these characters of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are not just historical facts. One must understand that it has got three levels of understanding. This Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mahabharata, it is told. So it is told that it is a historical interpretation, it is spiritual interpretation, and psychological interpretation. These are the three interpretations for all this Ramayana, Mahabharata, or any other scripture, whatever we have. Bharatam Sarvashastreshu Bharate Gitikavara Vishnu Sahasranamapi Gneyam Pathyamcha Tadvayam. It says that there are three levels of understanding. One is historical, second one is psychological, and third one is spiritual. So you are talking now just historical question, but it has got another two level of understanding where Rama and Lakshmana and all their family members and Sita as a wife, they had to go through this tough life. Is it not? So all this, it is a walk. Ramayana means what? The path Rama walked in his life. It doesn't mean that you should also just throw out your wife out. No, it is not like that. See, people who commented on Sita's, fidelity, that is what is, they questioned it. Or she was there in Ravana's place for so many days, and how do we know that she is pure? Oh my God, this is the question raised by the society. So he wanted to be very, very clear and very, very justiceful to everyone. Even a dog in the society, the dog also got the justice in Rama's time, it seems. There is a story, beautiful story. The dog also got some question. The dog came to the court of Rama and asked that my owner is beating me too much. My owner is beating me too much simply without any of my mistake. And please give me justice in your kingdom. Not even a single soul can go without any justice. Then Rama asks, so what did the mistake the dog do? The dog did not do any mistake. You know what justice gave? Let him be a temple manager. That is the punishment given by the Rama to that owner of the dog. Then the dog asks, so I am asking justice to you, but you are giving him a very big post of temple, that is manager post. You know what he said? The beauty of this is the person whose punishment is to become a temple manager means that is the biggest punishment actually. Because people who do all sorts of injustice in temple, they will be born as dog. And the dog got justice by making that owner of the dog, as the justice is to give him as the post of temple manager. Oh, this is one of the most dangerous position in the world, is to maintain and balance this. This is just a small story. So that is how Rama and his family, they got justice. They did not get any injustice there. That's what we think is in the historical way. In our level, we think. But there are two levels, psychological and spiritual level. So all are, it is a beautiful character. It is analyzed psychologically and as well as spiritually. So Ramayana it's a very big grantha. It is, even after so many years, it is being discussed throughout the world. Ramayana and Mahabharata. Is there any scripture like this in the West? No, because it has got human values in that. That human value we need to discuss. That human value of Rama, the human value of Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, Dasharatha, Sita, Urmila, for that matter, I will tell you, Urmila, the wife of Lakshmana, she is the greatest sacrificer. 14 years leaving her husband and living just like that. How is it possible? Oh, Valmiki never says a single word in Ramayana about the sacrifice of Urmila. Why? This is the biggest question. Her sacrifice is too much. Sita went along with Rama, but Lakshmana did not take Urmila, and Urmila's sacrifice is something great. Why Valmiki doesn't mention not even a single word of praise in the 24,000 verses in Ramayana? Oh, it is all divine. We cannot say. So maybe he could not even explain the sacrifice of Urmila, which can be captured in words. Oh, she has done the highest sacrifice. So this is how, please go through those stories, and different versions are there and different level of understanding, Komalji. Okay? Then you will definitely understand all this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, all of you. We shall leave the meeting.